What's up everyone, my name is Glassford. I am founder of My Practice Interview, and this is where I help you land your dream job. And today we're talking about the Great Resignation. I'm going to explain what that is and how much of an amazing opportunity it is for you to change and pivot in your career and get what the best out of your career so you're doing a job that you love. So we're gonna talk about that. I've got 4 amazing tips to land in the right role for you as the world around us, and especially North America, if that's where you are, that's where I am. There are so many opportunities right now for you to create the career that you want, and I wanna talk about how you're going to do that. Now, before we get there, you're here for a reason. You're here because you're looking for career advice. You're here for interview coaching, how to navigate interviews. Maybe you're here because you need to understand some resumes and how to write resumes so you catch the hiring manager's attention. You've come to the right place. Every week, I post new videos on my YouTube channel. So like and subscribe and check out all the amazing free content that comes your way on a weekly basis. Also, in the links below, there are playlists within my YouTube channel that break down different areas of the recruitment process with great videos that you can follow along with. I've also got a copy of my free interview ebook. It's an excellent book for you to learn how to prepare for a job interview with actual sample practice interviews at the end of the book. That's in the links below. Finally, there's also a link to the Interview Accelerator digital workshop presented by me. Incredible value in that workshop on how you go through all the different stages of the interview, how to answer the various interview questions, how to avoid all the pitfalls that applicants find themselves in. So you're hearing the magic words, you're hired. So that's all in the content below. Check that out. But you know what? We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Great Resignation and how you can maximize your career. So here we go. So we're here today talking about the Great Resignation. Now, what is that? It is what's happened as a result of the pandemic. People have been put on lockdown at home. They've had to work from home, and it's caused them to reevaluate just what they want to do with their career. All of a sudden, they're able to work from home. Remote work wasn't an option really before. They have more time in their day. They're spending more time with their families. And so as the economy is opening up and people are going back to the workforce or to the regular jobs, they're kind of going, do I want to do that to our commute anymore? I don't think so. My employer has been kind of crappy to me in the past, so do I really need to put up with that considering the job market is super hot and there's jobs everywhere? Probably not. So that is what the Great Resignation is all about, and people are leaving in droves and they're going to different employers or they're starting up their own careers. And here's something about it that I think really kind of solidifies what this is all about. So workers globally aren't just leaving the workforce. Millions of people are reconfiguring their careers. Some are leveraging the current hiring crisis to get into better positions. Others have decided to work for themselves, with the number of self-employed workers in the US rising by 500,000 people during the pandemic. That is huge, and that is continuing to happen. So why am I saying that to you now? Well, if you're in that position where you're starting to think about, maybe I should leave, the grass is greener on the other side, you need to ask yourself these questions, because there are really 5 main reasons why people leave their employers. Number 1 is pay. We've got number 2 being honesty and integrity. Number 3, trust with the current leadership and your managers, things like that. 4, the ability to have a solid work-life balance. And 5, really just an unhealthy work culture. So I'm not going to get into all of those specifically. That's a whole other video, but those are the 5 main reasons why people leave. So money is just one. The rest are all really kind of culturally based things. So if you find yourself in this position and you're starting to think about work, ask yourself these 2 questions. What are my goals and what am I trying to achieve? So where am I trying to take my career? What will make me satisfied in my career, and how do I need to get there? And that's question number 2. What needs to change for me to reach those goals? Now, before you think, okay, that's it, there's this great, Clark's just talking about this Great Resignation that's going on, I am going to jump ship, the grass is greener on the other side. That's not always the case. You may be in an excellent organization where you can leverage a few things right now to get to where you want to go. So if you're in that position and you are in a good organization and you're feeling just a little stale, a little stagnant in what you're doing, talk to your boss. That is key to do. Have that conversation with your boss, see how you can develop your career and see how you can reach those goals that you're looking for. Maybe it's more remote work, working in a hybrid fashion. Maybe it's having more development within your career. Maybe it's just, be able to communicate to your boss that you'd like a little bit more money, and we can incentivize things by, paying you a little bit extra. Your boss isn't going to know unless you ask and unless you put those things on the table. Remember, the biggest advocate in your career is you. So that's for those of you who want to stay in your current job and are just looking for some things to kind of tweak a little bit in your current career because you're quite happy where you are. For those who are like, yes, I'm ready to go. This is my time. My current employer is not going to change. I need some opportunities. I need to expand my career. I've got 4 key tips here that I really need you to follow to make the best decision you can. Number 1, if you're making the jump, research. Research the industry, research the companies that you're going to be applying to. It's very, very important that you do that. Research through LinkedIn, research through Glassdoor.com. Find out what other employees are saying about these companies, what these industries or companies are all about. The last thing you want to do is take a major leap in your career and decide, hold on a second, the grass is not green, the grass is actually brown and stinky, and I made a huge mistake. You don't want to do that, okay? So just make sure you put in your research on the front end before you start applying. Number 2, get that resume ready. Make sure you've dusted off the resume, you're ready to go. Why? You're in a hot job market right now. So if you see the opportunity that you really want, you've done your research that you've really wanted to do, make sure that your resume is ready to go because the job market's moving fast. Employers are moving fast. They need to find talent. There's not enough talent out there. So you've got to be ready. Number 3, make sure you're preparing for the interview all the time. If you've seen my videos before, I know I drone on about this, but make sure you're preparing. I've got lots of videos on my YouTube channel about how to prepare for the interview. Start checking those out. If you need to reach out to me directly, my contact information is in the details below, so make sure you reach out to me and we can have a consultation session about what it takes for you to land the job that you're looking for. And number 4, make sure you're really clear on what you're worth within your field, your salary, those benefits, vacations, things like that. Understand your worth. Again, Glassdoor.com, a fantastic resource for you to understand your worth, what kind of pay rates are going for within the industry and within the field you're applying for, so that when you go into those interviews and you go into those organizations, you're not disappointed with what the offer is that's coming your way. You should be very, very solid on this is what I expect, and this is what I expect that organization to give me. So again, lots of information on my YouTube channel. I've linked a couple of videos throughout this that explain those things. How do you negotiate salary? How you know what your worth is? That type of stuff. But those 4 tips are key for those of you who are looking to the grass and the greener side to make sure that you are doing your work in advance and landing the role of your dreams. So with that said, we're out of time. Thank you for tuning in. Again, subscribe to the channel, and like I always say, keep on rocking those interviews.